everybody, it's Kimberly here with Kimberly Michelle Designs, and it's my pleasure today to share with you my design team project, and I'm going to be making the tiered cake box card by Simply Crafty SVGS. So I have my card laid out here, and first I'm going to start with the cake stand. And for my pattern paper, I took advantage of the print and cut in Cricut Design Space, and to give it some depth, I inked the edges with Distress Ink Vintage Photo. So I'm going to use some dry adhesive to put down my cake stand pattern paper. And this card comes together rather quickly. So I'm going to get everything put down here. And it always lines up pretty quickly, but I wasn't paying attention, so that happens a lot. So we're going to put down the last one here. And I'm using Tombow Mono permanent adhesive. That's one of my favorite dry adhesives. So here on the right, well, I'm going to show you this first, and it's going to bend rather easily. This is the back here, and I'm going to add the back panel. And again, I'm just going to use my dry adhesive for that. And this is where you could write like your greeting to the recipient, and you could put some more cut file images on there, or SVG images that you cut out with your electronic die cutter. And this is the front panel, and I put mine on a little prematurely, but it still worked out okay. You should save it to the last, and you'll see why here at the end. So next I'm going to get my cake layers ready and put my pattern paper on my inserts here. And I like to turn it upside down rather, and this way I can line everything up pretty well. And it has these, instead of score lines, it has the little dash cuts, and it bends beautifully. So before I put my top layer piece of paper down for my my back piece of the cake, I'm going to put down my candles, because that cake layer paper is going to lay over the bottom of those candles. So you want to get that put down. So this is yellow Cricut pearl paper, and that's going to give the flames a little shimmer. Next, I'm going to put on the candles pattern paper. And I like using my tweezers because I feel like I have a lot more control and I can get everything lined up. And I did use my Xyron sticker maker for this. And so now I have my candles ready. So I'm going to put my cake layer on. And so I'm going to get my adhesive put in place here. I'll do the same thing. I'll turn it upside down so I can line up those rounded corners. I did get off screen a little bit. I'm sorry about that. So I have that already. And these little tabs bend over so nicely. So next I'm going to put the piping on. And there's two different types. This pink one is going to go on first, and I'm going to use a liquid glue for this. And I do this because it gives me a little bit more time to get things in place. And so I'm just going to line this up and put the second set of piping on here. And the glue that I'm using is a PPA. It dries matte. I found this on Amazon and I love it. And it's very affordable. So I'm going to get that in place. This card comes together so quickly. And then I'm going to put on the front cake layer piping, and I'm going to put glue at the bottom because this is going to stick up a little bit. And so I'm going to get that centered. You have like a little scalloped edge there. It's just so cute. And again, I'm off camera. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to work on my camera setup. So I'm going to put the larger cake piping down. You'll see it here in a moment. There it is. And it has a little overhang. It's perfectly fine, but I went ahead and trimmed mine off because I just knew I would flip it off with that liquid glue still on there. And so you have this third layer of piping, and that's going to go on top of the middle cake stand. And then so I'm going to get this bent over. It folds just beautifully, and it's going to be glued down like this. And see, this is where I realized I should have put my front panel on last to cover up that tab, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. It's still so cute. So I'm going to get that lined up. I'm going to fidget with it a little bit. And next it comes with this really super cute bow. And I'm going to put that goes on the front, middle cake stand here on the middle portion. And then it has like this little blue piece that goes in the middle of the bow just to give it some depth. And to put this together, I'm just going to use my tape runner again. I apologize, I'm off screen. So we have that. And next you're going to put your cake layers in, and you're going to put the shorter cake layer in first and just put some adhesive on your tabs. And we're about done with this card. And then we'll, oh, isn't that cute? And then we'll do the back layer. And you could put the person's name on this. It's so many possibilities. But that's it. And it will fold nicely to go in an envelope. So I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to visit Simply Crafty SVGs. Bye-bye.